Joining us now to look at the implications of all of this and this deal is aviation attorney Ari Friedman, who is currently representing passengers who were on a Boeing plane. You remember this one, when a door plug flew off mid-flight. Thank you for being with us, Ari. Let's start here with how this affects our audience. What does this mean, this criminal charge here, if I'm watching this unfold at home tonight?
That's a great question. The bottom line is, at its core, what everyone has been looking for, all the victims of the 737 MAX crashes, is accountability from Boeing. And this plea deal simply does not deliver that. There was a very serious crime that Boeing is being offered to plead guilty to, 346 people dead, and they're essentially getting a slap on the wrist in response. So there's a lot of concern here that despite Boeing's continued failures, that they're going to be able to keep putting out a product that is going to call into question the confidence the average traveler has in their product.
Do you think if this deal is accepted, it would do enough to dissuade other companies from hiding important safety information from regulatory bodies?
The plea deal as proposed, no, I don't. Because the 737 MAX concealment was on something that happened a lot of levels in reporting to the FAA about the MCAS system. And both the original deferred prosecution agreement and now this plea deal don't seem to have the seriousness attached to the punishment that I think a lot of people are looking for.
So what would you change about it?
At its outset, I'd like to see the amount of the fine and compensation Boeing has to be responsible for increased substantially. As a reminder, I believe they had to pay over $1.7 billion to their customers as part of the original deferred prosecution agreement. That's $1.7 billion to the airline companies who could not use the 737 MAX during the time it was grounded and these problems were sorted out. That is just disruption of business. And yet to the families and to the consumers who have to use these planes, or the families who had their loved ones die in these crashes, we have not seen a similar type of penalty assessed for their benefit. So at its outset, I'd like to see the penalty, the monetary penalty, increase significantly. Also, I'd like to see a lot more teeth put into the oversight and accountability of what Boeing's product is that it puts into the market. Obviously, with the door plug and the issue with Spirit Aerosystems and the manufacturing problems this company is having, there needs to be much more accountability from Boeing about the products they are making and selling for use of not only American consumers, but consumers worldwide.
Certainly a lot of trust put into companies that build our airplanes. Aviation attorney Ari Friedman, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.